We've been joining forces with Intel to build solutions that allow us to optimize, to first report, monitor, and bring holistic view on the network performance, as well as the network energy consumption from end to end. MYCOM OSI, we build service assurance that allow to deliver the network at their performance, at peak performance with Intel, to combine and enrich our solutions with Intel Insight telemetry that allow us to bring visibility on the telco cloud and the data center with insight on the processing power, on the CPU load. It enables us as our customer to benchmark and to profile their various network workload on the data center and provide visibility on how each network function is consuming, correlate that with the network performance associated to it. As you can see in this dashboard, we have a holistic view about the telco cloud, first power consumption, trends, and consumption per week. We can see how this is evolving over the days, and equally, we can see how much it is costing over a week per day, and based on the various workload associated to this. In parallel, we've been doing some automation associated to this telco cloud so that we can save the power consumption. And here we can see what are the trends in terms of saving and again, percentage of saving. These are an aggregated view of how over a week what this telco cloud is consuming and what is the saving ratio with Intel. And something very important is reporting on the performance of the telco cloud, reporting on the power energy consumption of the telco cloud is very important, but equally it's very important to correlate that with the workload, quality of service, as well as the telco cloud health index. And this is here what we are showing. We are also giving indication in terms of what is the carbon footprint consumed over the last week. This is another expression of the carbon footprint over a week. This is the evolution of the daily carbon footprint on the server and the saving associated to it. As you can see here, we can realize up to 50% saving in terms of carbon footprint. This is another example where we can, in real time, monitor the power consumption on the telco cloud, compare it with the various load of the CPU, being able to identify how much saving we are achieving at a certain point of time, and more importantly, looking at the states of the processor of Intel processor in the various states. So we can see, for example, here where the optimization is running in the background, in which state the processor allowing us to do all this saving. So what we are doing with Intel, we are collecting all the insights about the power, the state of the CPUs at core, at CPU level, at server level. We are collecting many insights coming from Intel Insight telemetry. Those insights we are correlating them with the network performance and the workload, and we are making actionable insight out of those metrics. In this automation framework, we are identifying at a certain point all the core of a processor in idle mode, validating whether the workload, the network function that are hosted on these server and those cores are providing the right level of quality of service. If these two conditions are met, then we are able to reduce the frequency of those core processor so that we can reduce their power consumption. Similarly, if any of those KPIs or conditions there is a breach of any of those KPI, automatically we are adjusting again, powering up the frequency of those processors so that we don't impact the service. So it's a very comprehensive solution, allowing telco operator to not only assure their network, enrich the visibility of their network with power consumption inside, being able to identify where this energy is consumed, by which network function, by which technology, typically by which vendor, and being able to take insight in order to optimize and reduce their energy consumption and the carbon footprint they are generating.